Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our 鬼谷八荒 Let's Play. And last time we defeated the tree spirit and got the soul stone from it, and we're supposed to deliver it back to Wulo, or the creature that's guarding the mountains, preventing everyone from the village from leaving, including us. And if we take a look at our items, we have it right here. And in terms of tutorial, it's teaching us that we can train our skills. So last time we bought 2 manuals, and someone informed me that if we had actually lost to Wulo, we would have gotten a quest to train ourselves up, and we would have gotten orange tier ability for free, which obviously we don't have. We got some very basic ones. I still quite like the ones we got, and we just missed out on some stuff. So if you're playing and you can't beat one of the bosses, I think you do lose one of your Pisces Jade accessories, or one of your 9 lives when you lose, but you still get something for it. And I know there's some scripted events where you have to lose. For example, once we leave this first zone, the next quest line has an enemy that I just don't think you can beat. No amount of kiting is going to help you out in those situations, which we'll run into pretty soon. But here you can see that we can practice our skill. And in one battle, we actually got this move right here, 拂晓清风剑. It's very difficult to translate. We can also talk about that. I think a lot of people have been asking me about how difficult would it be for the game to become translated. And the simple answer is incredibly difficult, because there's things that's easy to translate. For example, cooldown, 0.04 seconds. Cost of mana, no cost. Those are super easy to translate, right? It's shared between all the games. But then you have things like the name of this ability, 拂晓清风剑. The only part of this name that's easy to translate is the last character, 剑, which means sword. It belongs to a sword talent. One of these skills is a sword skill. That part is easy to translate. The rest of the name carries a lot of connotations. Chinese is a language that's very hard, and it's also a bit poetic, especially when it comes to naming. For example, 清风, the 2 characters in the middle there before 剑, means a breeze, like the wind, a breeze. That's kind of describing how fast you move with this sword move, for example, or how cleanly you perform the sword move, and maybe it's reflected in the fact that this has very low cooldown, 0.4 seconds. 拂晓, however, becomes incredibly hard to translate, because it's almost like abbreviation, where 拂 can stand for a multitude of meaning depending on what phrase is being taken out of, and 晓 can also have slightly different meanings depending on what phrase you take it out of, and you put them together to have extended meaning beyond just what the 2 characters themselves mean. For example, 拂, can't move this, but the first character here, I wonder if I can click it. Oh, I do have it equipped. Anyways, let's hover it. So 拂, the character is like a left-right structure. It's kind of hard if you don't know how to write Chinese, but usually the character is compounded with other characters inside. For example, the left side of this character is a 人, or human, and the right side of this character is 犬, which means dog. And the combination here means proning, because it's when a person imitates a dog or goes on all 4s. So 拂 by itself actually means proning, but here it can also mean other meaning. So this is probably taking the meaning of 降服, which means to overcome or to tame, as though you are taming a beast, and that borrows that meaning. So you can think of these meanings as very far apart from one another, depending on what phrase you're using the word in. And then 瑕 means a blemish or a weakness. So 拂晓 here probably means, I'm not entirely sure, but probably means that you're overcoming one of your weakness. And the rest is, a sword move that moves like a breeze. So how would you actually translate that to carry the same meaning? I have no idea. And for those who have experience translating 仙侠 novels or 武侠 novels, martial art novels, from Chinese to English or other languages, they probably have more experience in dealing with these things. Sometimes might be best to just call it 拂晓 and some sort of sword move. Just keep it as a pronoun and don't actually try to translate it. And you're gonna run into that situation, the more complicated the move is, or the cooler they want it to sound, the more difficult it becomes. For example, this one, our, special ability, whatever, the one that costs mana, 恨刚寒霜暴. So once again, the last 3 word here is very descriptive. Han means cold or frost. Shuang also means frost. So Han means cold, Shuang means frost. So cold, frost, ball means explosion or blast. And this move is you shoot a snowball that explodes on impact and does splash damage. So that makes very descriptive sense. But 恨刚 makes no sense as a phrase together in isolation. It could be a name. 恨 means hate, and 刚 typically is only used in a term called 天罡, which is a constellation name. It's the handle part of the Big Dipper. That group of stars is usually called 罡. It's used quite a bit in mythology. So here, like, how would you translate the meaning behind that? It's just very difficult. Like, even if I'm describing it in Chinese, it's just a very cool pronoun. It's not a very descriptive part of the name. Whereas 寒霜暴, the last 3 character, describes really what this move is. The first 2 just gives it a name, I think. Okay, so about practicing, because that's what we're training here. We can use this ability in battle, which we have been doing. You can see that 7 out of 300, whereas this one we maxed it out, 300 out of 300, because we use this quite a bit. Cooldown is very low. Here, we can use it every 13 seconds, so we didn't get to use this very much, even though it's quite powerful. We cleared a lot of the mobs with this. So what you can do is click it and practice it when you're not in combat. And we pick the one that we want to practice. You can see that we'll get 28 points. Practicing time will be 1 day. It will use up 3 of our 49 lower tier spirit stones. So these are from random mobs, right? They're not really from like the tree spirit. That one we got a really good warp spirit stone. This one's just low tier. 下品 means low tier. And it also tells you where you can get these. 白园区永宁州, those are location names in the game. So you can probably check that on the map. You can get it from regular monsters. And we have 49 of them. If we want to sell these, we can get 1 spirit stone per one of these. Those spirit stones are not the same. These are, let's call these soul stones and those spirit stones. But these are low tier soul stones. Spirit stones are currencies in the game. But these are 1-to-1 conversion by the selling price, so it doesn't really matter. We're gonna practice, waste a day, no big deal, and see we get 28 points. We can also go multiple days. Right? If we want to learn this skill right away and just gain mastery, we can spend like 10 days sitting here practicing this move. But for the purpose of tutorial, I'm just going to do it once. 1 day is fine. We'll learn this, in combat. Pretty straightforward there. And the benefit of learning this is these bonus damage or attributes. So here at tier 1, which we already achieved, we're trying to get the mastery here in tier 2. Red text here, 大妖兽, means big monsters or boss monsters, really. And 修仙者 means other cultivation NPCs. So if we meet other humans who are trying to cultivate, we fight them. You get 3% extra damage with this move. Right now we have 2% extra damage versus bosses of monster bosses, like the tree spirit we fought. Here is 1% to all enemies, 3% to monster bosses, which we already mastered because we spammed this quite a bit. Right, it says, already full. And this one, so the basic ones are easy to translate. 玄水术 will just be kind of like water bending. That's probably the best translation, honestly. And that's our, beginner tech here that we had. All right, so that's a little bit about translation. We're gonna get to the Luo and deliver her our tree. I'm tempted. Yeah, we'll sidetrack ourselves a little bit and fight another dungeon to get some more loot. Every little bit will help, I'm sure. And we can get more mastery on our special ability, which we will shoot out from the beginning. Look at that go. Alright, now we have time to pop some jars. Grab all the loot. There's even a snake left. Oh! We got a nice drop there. semi-boss. Okay, we actually got 2 directions here. We can see here, we can go left or we can go right or go up. I don't know. Let's go up first. Okay, let's come back, I think. Oh. Just a chest? Look at that. We got quite a hole there. These are still breakable. We'll take a look at everything we got, you know, after combat. I'm sure we'll get to see them. Almost forgot about that one. So here, I might take a little time and grab these before the next wave spawns. And also wait for that cooldown. Oh, that explosion almost lagged our game. That's not a major boss. That's just... oh, we can't shoot anymore. Alright, so we got this thing, which is the most curious. It's a blue manual. 卷落大法. Okay, so this one is a passive ability. 心法. We haven't gotten one of these yet. Let's see. Once we get it, what will happen? We will get 会心 plus 10 points. It's adding some sort of attribute. And depending on the level, there's 4 tiers of mastery here. It will increase it. So basically, 会心, I don't know what it actually does right now. I had to check that. But increases to 10 when we learn it. Plus 1 when we get the first mastery. Plus another point when we get the next mastery. And then the next one is whenever we equipped an orange or red tier skill, so higher tier skill, that damage increases by 15.5%. So it magnifies other damages. It sounds really strong, actually. Anyways, I mean, we might as well learn it. We don't have any Sinfa right now, or the passive ability. And here's another skill. This is one of the right-click skills, so we need mana for this. Also 12 points of mana, 13-second cooldown. This is a fire ability. You can see the fire icon on it. And it's a continuous application. So basically hold down this 2 seconds of channel time, and we will shoot fire at a 400 meter distance or 400 unit distance. When the fire lands, it explodes and deals 128 distance splash damage for 141 damage, fire damage. 额外透支. Oh, there's additional cooldown on this. So depending on how long you hold the channel, you can get up to 3-second longer cooldown basically. And there's also 4 tiers of mastery. Seems like these blue text ones all have 4 tiers of mastery, whereas the ones we got earlier, the very basic ones, only has 2 tier. Lots of cool things. We can definitely try to learn these. It'll just take time, right? In-game time to actually do those learning. We've got some nice items here. Nothing too crazy. And you can see that we got that many experience for our move there. So almost at 300 points. We lost more stamina. We didn't lose much health here, so we didn't actually lose any healthiness. And let's go meet our 五罗. So 五罗 should still be in the hill, or in the cave. What should we do? Let's go give her the supplies, or think about it. This is the spirit, soul stone of the tree spirit. Give it to her. Now, thinking that she is hostile to you, or she's probably bitter towards you for defeating it, you place the soul stone of the tree spirit far away, or not too far away from the cave, and then you left. So basically you placed it there and you kind of ran away. In some days later, Wu comes to the village, and as everyone watches her, she used the material you handed her to create a teleportation pad or a formation. Basically, she opened up a portal inside the village. Now the villagers are pleasantly surprised, and you can hear the cheer. Oh, actually, no, you can use this teleportation portal, let's call it a portal, to freely teleport yourself outside of the mountain. Now they're no longer surrounded by the mountain and trapped. And we got the achievement for finishing this story arc. The villagers are very, very thankful for Wu Luo, and they understand now that Wu Luo has been protecting the village all this time, and they're very respectful to it, and they called it Shan Shen, or the mountain god Wu Luo, or I guess goddess here. It's taking a female form, but you can never be sure. There's a lot of mythical entities in Chinese mythology that might have a female look, but it's actually male, or sometimes even genderless form. But let's just call it god as a gender neutral type of name here. And here we have the teleport. Now we can leave. And our new mission is just to tier up our cultivation. We haven't found a place to actually practice absorbing chi. We gotta find one of those special places on the map. But first, let's teleport to the outside world and take a look. So now we're outside. Where are we exactly outside? Not too far. You can see that we went from here to here, slightly in the north. To our north is a place called Yongningzhou, or the province of eternal calm. I don't know if that's going to be true, but we'll try our best here. So free exploring again, we do have some locations that we could go to, going back to the map. These two are two sect locations. Remember, we got those invitational letters to join their sect because we rescued their pupil who got struck down by the dragon. This one was the good guy one. This one was kind of the... I guess someone was talking about this, and they said the better translation could be unorthodox and orthodox. So not really good and evil, but just taking forms that are acceptable practice for cultivation, perhaps like, sitting there and meditate for a long time, versus some unorthodox method. Maybe we gather up a bunch of human sacrifice or animal sacrifice and we suck their energy to speed up our process. So, I mean, that sounds evil, sure, but, in the framing of things, perhaps. Anyways, let's just go north. Seems like we got ourselves a quest. Not far away, we see a road sign. That's not far away. And it says, let's go check out what towns and sect are nearby. So, that's not exactly close, but I guess we will just check it out here. Oh, we got ourselves a random event here. Let's go check it out. Let's see. You bumped into a group of monkeys. And not only are they monkeys, they're monkeys who has flower tattoos on their arm. And they chased you for a couple hours. Now, you're being chased by these monkeys with strange tattoos on their arm. And out of necessity, or in desperation, you jumped into a river to get away from them. And then across this river, on the other side of the bank, you discover this orchard. Not orchard, I guess fruit tree. It could be any fruit right now, we don't know. I'm thinking about, orchard, like a bunch of fruit trees. It's just one fruit tree. And they have round leaves, and it's just blooming. There's flowers, and it's a white flower. And also, wait, 喝下红色的花朵. So it's white flower with some red petals as well, and there's also black colored veins on the petals. Very descriptive coloring. And then on the flowers, okay, it's bearing fruit. So it looks like oranges. There's fruits, within the petal. It's kind of producing fruit already, and it looks like oranges. So you pick a couple, and we eat it. Well, that is not smart. Anyways, so we eat it and then we left because we were hungry from all the chasing, and we got +3 health. and plus 20 stamina. So it healed us and it gave us more stamina to do more actions. What is our current status on that? Our health is now max. Our stamina is 67 out of 80. It's telling us to come here and learn. Yeah, we could learn, but I kind of want to explore. I'm quite happy with my current skills. Oh, right, Sinfa we do want to learn right away. We have 8 days left in the month. I wonder if we can cheat out a few days, because we know, 30 days to a month, and learning something takes about 15 days, I think, at least from our experience. And this is going to be, going to be stuck on the month. Whether we can finish learning or not is questionable. If we can, we save many days. This is the passive one. Hui Xin is not any stat I see here, so I don't actually know what it does. We're about to find out. Alright. 卷落大法 is the name of this. Once again, incredibly difficult to translate what it actually means, because I don't even know what Hui Xin does right now. It will cost us 8 points of Dao Dian. Dao points? I don't know, we don't have any Dao points, do we? 15 days. It's sword based, right? It needs 14 points to even learn. We'll give it a shot. Alright. I messed up last time. Let's try not to mess up this time. Alright, we got it this time. Our mood went down by 8 because, being studious. Oh, we didn't get everything. We only got 87% of the learning. Gotta do it again. Either because we ran out of days, because I didn't do a bad job of clicking. Everything went well. Our mood went down by 8. We still have 78, so we're fine. We have items, we have gifts that we like. So we gotta spend another 250 stones and 15 to learn it. That's very awkward, but okay. There's not enough days left in this month. So I think we cheated out about 7 days there. Right? Because, oh no, we didn't. It moved us to the next month, and basically we have to skip. So we didn't cheat out any days. Alright, let's skip over to next month, or else we can't do anything. Oh? So, there's a rumor that there's a town nearby called Yangtong. And near this town is the Drunken Flower Forest. And in this forest, there are tree spirits or tree monsters that have appeared, and we can maybe go clear that out. Oh, and it's becoming very hot in our surrounding. Wonder what creature is causing it. Not far away comes a black shadow running straight at us. This is our next quest line. So her name is Sheng Yang, or the Holy Sun, or the Saintly Sun. This lovely female here is actually the human form of a 3-legged golden raven. And these are the legendary creature representing the sun in ancient Chinese mythology. And there used to be 10 of them. I think there's still 10 of them here. And we're going to get the story of Hou Yi She Ri, this mythical archer. Not mythical, I guess. He would be based on a real story. But by real story, we mean story from 5,000 years ago. So it's hard to say how historically accurate it was. It was written down, but if it's a tall tale, there's no way for us to know. But legend says he's a very renowned archer, and these creatures, these golden 3-legged ravens, takes turns patrolling the sky, one a day, to raise the sun from the east. They reside on the island on the eastern sea, on this tree. They're supposedly the kids of 2 of the gods in Chinese mythology, and they take turns, taking flight from the east to the west, and they come back and rest at night, and then next day another one goes. But then one day the 10 of them got, playful, and all 10 flew into the sky, scorching the earth. And Hou Yi, or actually Yi technically, it became Hou Yi later on. They mixed up 2 characters, and now everyone just knows it as Hou Yi. but technically the guy's name should be just Yi. Hou Yi is a different guy, but they kind of merged due to stories from later generation, but we're not going to get too deep into that. Let's just assume it's Hou Yi. He's a renowned archer, and he was tasked with shooting down these three-legged ravens. And he shot down 9 of them, leaving us with only 1 son. And he was thinking about shooting the last one too, but someone stopped him because, that would have been a disaster too. And his story is also linked to other goddesses, like his wife was Chang'e, who eventually ascends to the moon and resides inside the moon. So there's a lot of mythology behind this. But right now, we're meeting one of the birds, I guess, Shengyang. It's like, what is wrong? Or what is this, right? You don't know what this is. And she says, someone wants to shoot and kill me and my siblings. Now I'm alone. It looks like I'm doomed. Please help me. Who is it? And why does he want to kill you? Like, who's the person trying to kill you? And why does he want to kill you? I don't know. My siblings and I were home and we were bored, so we decided to go out to the outside world to play. But then we're getting, chased down and hunted by this guy for no reason. And you go like, how could this be? Where is this guy? Right? We're trying to stand up for her, even though, knowing the myth, you understand why having these 10 sons running around is not a good thing. And she says he's on his way. So we're probably fighting Hou Yi right here. And it's like, you go first. Let me take care of him. I mean, come on. We are 初期. We're like the 练气初期. We're the lowest tier possible with 0 points of cultivation. We're basically human at this point. And he's like, oh, thank you. I must get going now. Please wait. We're not done with her. She left something. She dropped something in a hurry. So we pick it up. We got ourselves a Shenfa. This is a movement ability, which we don't have yet. This is a flash, 400 distance flash, but leaves behind a shadow. The shadow will deal 30% damage. Oh. Wait. 并在原地留下一个幻影，幻影造成30%的伤害，受到500%的伤害。I don't understand the second phase here. It can absorb up to 500% damage? It lasts 5 seconds. It feels like the shadow you leave behind is like a damage sponge and also would return some of that damage back. We'll see. We'll learn this, put it in action. It's a water type move, and we're very good at water type moves, so this is a nice find here. And then we say, the guy who's trying to murder these innocent people must not be, well, not saying they're evil, must not be unskilled, or else they wouldn't do this in public. They must be very confident in their skill. And then we meet him, Hou Yi, archer. And he asks, fellow cultivator, or 道友, friend, did you see a woman in a black dress pass by? I mean, they're ravens, so they're black dress here. And we ask, why are you looking for her? He says, today, I must kill it. And we either can say, this has nothing to do with us, or we cannot let you do this. Obviously, we're not going to turn down a chance to fight him. I'm sure we'll lose. This might be one of those scripted losing event. I think this one is. It's fine. Maybe we'll get something from it. So we'll fight him into battle. It's telling me to use this right now to boost our mana before we jump in there. We get 15 points. Our special ability is 13 a pop. We can do at least 4 of those here. So I think we're good. We're not really going to last that long. And Hou Yi is gigantic. 5'10" in terms of health. We crit him. What's his ability? Pop him? We're gonna beat him. Scripted lose. Okay. And he says, friend, please listen, hear me out. The black shirt, the black clothed woman you saw or lady you saw was a 三足乌, the three-legged raven. So technically, this mythological story traditionally was just a regular two-legged raven, right? Because, there's no such thing as a three-legged raven. But the artists during the Western Han dynasties, when they were making jade ornaments or, gold ornaments or bronze ornaments based on this legend, they wanted to distinguish what they created from regular birds. And these are obviously mythical creatures. So they added a leg. I know it sounds crazy, but basically if you look at some of the jade ornaments that were unearthed from the Western Han dynasty, you see these pieces to start becoming three-legged instead of two-legged. And that's why from that point on, which is relatively about 100, 200 BC, to now, the myth is all based on three-legged ravens. But if you go back to the Zhou dynasty or the Spring-Autumn dynasty, and you unearth some of those bronze gears with this story, they will look like regular birds with two legs. Just a little trivia there. And we say, what are three-legged ravens? Never heard of these things. He's like, please stop first. Let me slowly tell you. And we say yes. I mean, in this case, we whooped him, so we'll graciously let him share the story. Now, can I grab some of those? We only got 21 spirit stones. But we got a little bit of experience there. Right, we're overperforming basically. We're beating all these scripted losses here. Anyways, long time ago, in the world of Ba Huang, or let's just call this the universe, right? The name of the game, 鬼谷八荒, or the 8 directions to the wasteland, basically this entire realm, suddenly had a group of three-legged ravens. From these creatures, they emit immense heat. Their appearance allows or causes the plants nearby to wither, rivers to run dry, and everywhere they go, the earth is scorched, where all the living becomes dust, right? 生灵涂炭, that's literally what that means. And I swore to destroy them, but they're so strong. 联手起来我根本无法, oh, they're so strong. If their siblings work together, there's no way I can handle them, right? He can't 1v10. Basically is what he's saying. A few days ago, one of them got lost from the group, the one we found. So I've been chasing it day and night to capture it and kill it, but it has escaped. So I guess from this point of view, it's me who slowed down you, who's at fault basically. He says it's fated, 天意如此, determined by the heavens. So friend, it's not your fault. Don't feel guilty about it. And we asked, well, where is the flock, right? Where are this group of three-legged ravens? Maybe we can go together, or I can go and teach them a lesson. Wow, confidence here. They reside not far away, but the three-legged ravens are powerful. Going against them by yourself, 以少敌多 means using few to beat many. Is not a smart choice. Yet we have a track to go find them 53 squares away. I want to find a town. Maybe we'll bump into one. There's also this. I want to know. See, this mission is. This is the room. Wait, there's 2 rumors about tree spirit. There's another one where there's a tree spirit causing the province of eternal calm to have. Wait, that's a good thing. The weather is always clear sky. How's that a bad thing? But anyways, there's basically tree spirits running around in this. Ooh, and we get a random event, random encounter. 山林中. Okay, so suddenly from the mountain and forest area, surrounding area, you hear 惊天鼓声. A drum beat, a very loud drum beat. You search from the sound, following the sound. You see that in the forest, there is this mythical creature. It has the body of a horse, but the teeth of a tiger. The body is white, but the tail has a black tip. So basically the mane on the tail is black. And on the end, and in the front, there's a horn. So basically, it's a unicorn with tiger teeth, a white body, black tail, and it's fighting a bunch of giant tigers. Okay. So as we watch them fight, you are getting intuition. So basically, you're observing a fight and you're learning moves from them. And you leave before they take notice of you. So basically, we observe from a distance and get something. We get talent points. So permanent stat boost. 1 more points to all the stats, basically. So saber, spear, sword, fist, palm, and finger. Everything +1. So just a nice little random event. There's an NPC here. Ah, it's a young lady. She's severely injured for 5 months. So we found a very renowned 石破惊天. So this describes the Monkey King, actually. This is so basically there's logically 4 character phrases in Chinese. These are called 成语. Basically, there's always like a story behind them, and you use these 4 term phrases to kind of represent the whole story, to carry a lot of meaning. So the story here, 石破, means a rock breaks and the heaven is shocked. And the whole story is the birth of the Monkey King, because it's literally a rock that's on this cliff next to the ocean, absorbing all these natural energies until it became a demon monkey, basically a living monkey, a stone monkey that's animated. And when the rock split and the Monkey King came out, the heaven is shocked, and he's going to do things that's going to challenge the heavenly courts and so forth. So this means you're so famous that the heavens are shaking or shocked, and you can see by the points. So that's just a tier. They're using this phrase to represent a high tier. Like, that's a lot of points. We met people that's like 100 something. She has 3,000. She's also in the next tier. She's in 筑基, so foundation phase, one above us, and she's in 后期, the later phase of this. She's incredibly good, 250 versus 100. She is in 落星刃山. Wait, is this the same sect that we got the book for? It might be. Sounds very like we have Ren as well, so it's like a blade tier. I can double check. Yep. So we have their book, or invitation letter. So she could be our, how would you say it in English or even in Japanese? Because like you have senpai, which is, I believe, I don't know if it's male exclusive, but basically that would be like your elder in the class, right? If we join their sect, she would be, in Chinese, it would be 师姐, right? She will be the student who has higher tier on us because she joined the sect earlier. And her status in the sect is really high. 大长老. She's a high tier chief in the sect, not just like a regular student. We were meeting students from, 内门, 外门, and 真传. Those are pupils. She is like one of the leading figures. She's not the head of the sect. That would be, what would they call that actually here? 掌门, I guess, would be the term. But she's the tier right under that. So very, very strong. She's also 情种. She also, pursuing love, always pursuing love. And she's very, well, she cares about, wait, this is us, isn't it? Look at that. 名声情种. Look at her. 名声情种. She also likes 中. Okay, let's say hi. Random chat. Same thing, doesn't want to talk to us. Yang Hongyu. We can call her Redfish. That would be how you translate this term, but obviously the name wouldn't really be that. Doesn't want to talk to us, but we met her now. Someone mentioned that right now, if you're always pursuing love, it's very easy to acquire hate, which we're doing quite a bit right now. She's stronger than us by a lot. Her max age, she's 74. I mean, but in this world, age is just a number. I'm gonna try to gift her something. What if we give her something valuable? Like, we can always go back and grind more bamboo sticks. Come on, take it. It's purple tier. Think about it. Think about it. Oh, she accepted. Yeah, that didn't improve. Oh, but there was point values. I just didn't see. Let's give her another one. She will accept 1. She will take 2. There we go. What's the point value? It just says goes up. Well, we lose 10 points of stamina. That's not changing though. I'm gonna mark her. It's gonna cost us another 10 points of stamina, and then our mental fortitude, like keeping attention on her, will cost 75. Currently 141 available, so we might as well use it. Obviously, that's also used for using items in battle, so it's gonna limit us in terms of healing. But we mark her. Right, you can see she has students. This is her student. She has kids. She has 3 kids. I mean, she's 74. It's not gonna stop us. I don't see a husband here. One of her kid is 19. Yeah, what happened to the husband? There's 1 friend, lots of enemies. Oh, these 2 sect are enemies with each other. Look at this. They're all from Shengying Longjiao, which is the evil sect that we saved. All of these guys. Okay, her friend is a Neimen Dizi from the sect. So we are joining their sect, it seems. Or at least that's the plan. There's also things. In January, she talked to this person who's her friend now. And then she met her enemy. They fought, and then she became injured. So who injured her? Oh, the Da Zhanglao from that enemy sect. Oh, wow. She got attacked again, but this time she won, and because she was kind, she let them go. So this the first battle with this guy, Gubo Hong, let's just call him, I don't know what to call him, we'll meet him probably, but she fought him. She got injured, which is why she's on this 5-month break right now. While the enemy has a weakness, she just got out, she ran. And then she met him again the next month. They fought, and she won, but this time, after she won, she let him go. See, what a nice girl. Okay, she has plus 50 spirit, basic mana. Increased defense, mana, health. Maybe eat some of this. Seems like she's a wind type, right? A lot of wind skills. Speaking of skills, it was nice meeting her. At least we know her now. We have skills we want to learn. This one, the movement one. I want to test this one out. And it's also very basic. We can take a look at what it does. So it should be the space bar. Ah, it auto fires for 30% damage. Okay, that's what it means. It explodes for 500%? I don't know. I'm gonna wait for cooldown. I'm gonna leave the shadow behind. 400 units. I think we can go way farther than that. Nope. Well, but this is nice. It's a good dodge and also it still does damage. Let's learn it. 15 days it is. Ah! No! This should be an easy one. We should be able to get it right. We learned it. 正学影. 正 kind of means positive or good. 学影 means blood shadow. Kind of descriptive. Our mood dropped by 6. We're fine. Our stamina is dropping. We need to rest in the inn sometime. I think we hit the end of the month again. So let's jump through. She's going to be off to somewhere else, hopefully. And we should still be able to track her. Huang Yan Di Shan. There's a mountain nearby. There is a cultivator who was fascinated with crafting those elixirs, these nuggets, done basically, and has gone to the dark side. Basically, he became so engulfed in it, you basically go into this spiral. So when you're cultivating, you could go down a path of evil simply by being too, like, you're gonna reach bottlenecks, and if you don't get through the bottlenecks, you could just like something goes wrong in your cultivation and you become evil, basically. And this person hit that break and they became evil and they started killing people nearby, basically. So he's become almost demonized, and we can find him. Oh wow, there's another cultivator in a place called Yuanxiang Zhen, also in this province, because he was trying to learn forbidden feng shui. So feng shui is the art of like how to place things properly to be in the natural flow of the energy. He was learning a jinshu, which is forbidden technique. And because he was learning that and he died, he became a blood zombie. Like a blood puppet. Think of it as a zombie. So basically he didn't pass on to the next life because he was learning forbidden magic. He's cursed. Basically we can find these guys and do things. There's a Yao Ling, so I think there's another town, it's not even highlighted this time. There's flagrant medical herbs from this place, and it seems to be a Yaoling, or like a medicine spirit nearby, which we can probably get high tier meds. Ooh, that might be the place. Is she still resting here? She is. Hi. Would you like to talk to us right now? Oh, we have a button to just see her art. Okay. I mean, we're not gonna talk to her right now. We're gonna check out what this does. Ah, so this symbol means there's a lot of good medicine nearby. The point value you can see, 141, and we can spend 5 days here to gather good medicine. Or good herbs, basically. And look at us look at us go. What did we get? Oh, low tier. Lowest tier. Well, I think it's based on our actual attribute here. For Yao Cai, it's only 3, so it's not high. We gotta improve it. I want to find a town. Or we can go do that. Oh, before we get in there, there's a fortune teller. Shen Suan. Alright, what does he do? You meet a guy who has a table. He's here to Suan Gua, or basically predict your future. You walk nearby and he grabs you. And he says, 这位道友, so fellow cultivator, you look great. Let me give you tell your fortunes. He calls himself 天宝真人. And before you can respond, he starts calculating. And after a while, he says to you, 红英天喜何足期，人生速效几时息？行至云起山河落，自有佳人负心衣。道友恭喜了. So gives us a poem. And then he smiles and brings out a chest. And moves the chest to your... So he gives us a poem and says it's a good fortune, basically. And the chest here is asking for a tip. And we can just leave or tip him 200 spirit stones. I mean, we're a generous guy, you know? Even though we live for a long time in this cultivation world, you can't take money with you. So here, have 200 spirit stones. When are we ever this generous? He's definitely a con man, I think, unless we meet him again. But right now he basically says, thank you for the tip. Hope you become so famous in this world. And then he leaves. So basically we get nothing here, except for the loss of 200 spirit stones. And we get to fight something extremely difficult. A lot of bears. Huh, can we do this? Let's give it a shot. it could go bad. Maybe we should boost this one time before we go in. That way we don't have to spend fortitude in battle. Alright, let's get it to 81. It costs like 12 per move, so we can do like 6 moves here. Should be enough. I don't see bears. Oh. We gotta kill the boss. There's a boss here? There's no boss. Anyways, we're gonna find out if there's a boss. Oh, we didn't equip the movement. We learned it, but we didn't equip it. No. No mobility. So far, so good. Except for the no mobility part. I was looking forward to use it. I forgot you gotta equip it. See, it's not here. It should be here. It should be the space bar. I mean, are we this strong? I feel pretty powerful, not gonna lie. There's a snake, I know. I'm just waiting to clean up some of the mess. And then we move forward to the last stage. We haven't lost. We lost 1 health, I think. Alright, we should stall this group. Shouldn't kill the snake until we're ready to fight. Until our cooldown's back, and until we get all the stuff. Keep that alive. Wait for the cooldown. Fight the final boss when we kill it. She's down. We got one of those purple bamboos back that we gifted. That should be it. That wasn't hard. Where are the bears? We got a lot of bear skin, but we didn't fight a lot of bears. And that became mastered. I believe we got another manual here. Oh no, another album. Let's learn this and equip everything. Alright, I've been making a lot of mistakes. Let's not do that. Phew! We learned it. Good. Alright, now we gotta equip it. There we go. We got the movement. And there's a lot of places. Oh! Oh, that means how many points we can have here. Right, so even though we have so many slots for passive abilities, this one costs 8. So unless we move this up, we can't equip that many. I still don't know what Huixin does though. I mean, it's just a passive boost at this point. Huixin. Okay, it's right here. Oh, chance for crit. Plus 10 crit chance. Up to 13 if we get all the mastery. And then 15%, 15.5% extra damage if the talent is like a orange or red tier, which we don't have any right now, but that's pretty good. Crit chance is definitely not bad. And it's passive. Oh, we need to pass another month. I want to find a village. And my other question is, we're keeping track of... Oh, there's something on the map here. Hold on, how do we move? How do we move? I need to look at, how do we move the map without moving on the map? If that makes sense. I don't want to change it. Like, I want to look over here, but I can't. Oh well, I'll just use the map mode. If someone knows, please. I don't want to experiment. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can find out just by... Oh. There's a mountain here. It does have a lot of spirit power here, but it costs 1,000 to go in. So we don't have that money. Never mind. So this is Mel. First thing we need to know. He's quite young. He's 散修, no sect. He's in the later stages. He's ugly. 聪明谢顶. So he's very smart, but 谢顶. So 聪明绝顶 is the usual term, like you're so smart. But then 谢顶 means you're so smart that you lost all your hair. That's why his charisma is dropped by 300 because he doesn't have any hair, even though you see this here. Maybe he's just balding, right? Balding right there. Ah, he has a teacher, he has a parent, he has a mom, basically. 2 sisters. Lots of friends. Not attacking him, basically. Okay, so this is lightning zone. And when you're in the lightning zone, there's a chance you get attacked by creatures. So instead of us going to find creatures to fight, they could find us to fight. Kind of like tall grass in Pokemon. There we go. We got attacked. And we don't even know the difficulty. Like we can, choose to fight or not. We have a lot of these, so we're gonna eat up maybe at least 2. Let's fight. Kill all the monsters. There's gonna be, so we're in a lightning zone. There's gonna be lightning strikes randomly on the map, and they do damage. Let's use that move. Oh, 400 is far. Wait, why did our shadow go over there? I wanted to go over there. Alright, I'm gonna eat one of the heals. That was not the plan. There's no stages. This is the only stage. Oh dear. Everything's on cooldown. Heal, 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 heal. Ow. We're out of mana. We also can't heal because there's a cooldown for healing items, so we can't get mana back. We just have to try to dodge. The lightning has a little bit of stun effect. We survived. Definitely much harder. Gotta stay away from that lightning. Well, we got lightning fragments for our spirit stone. Basically, we can save up about 100 of these. We have 23, and we can craft them into one full spirit stone. And we need one of each element when we want to ascend, at least the highest tier of ascension. So that's definitely good. We lost quite a bit of health, thus healthiness is coming down. I probably need to watch my mana. Stamina is also low. We need to find a town. Let's get out of this lightning zone. Wait, did we find the sect? Yes, we did. The good guy sect, the one that we wanna know. Can we still enter battle? Seems like we can, even though the cooldown's down. We're not in the best shape. It's just bamboo spirit, so like I would have to use med. Oh, we can't do anything. We have to skip the month. I want to get that one. Okay, stay here. Stay here. It might go. Map refreshes. Ah, well that left, but this is still here. There's new rumors. Because of the 3-legged raven, everything's burning. And that's the burn that we see. We gotta go solve it before more month passes. Now let's check out this. Seems to be fish in the water. We can fish for them, or we can keep going. Obviously, since we're here, we fish for it. We got a big fish. We cooked it and ate it, and now we're energized. So we got stamina back. Okay. So we're gonna end our episode here after that nice fish dinner. We're probably gonna visit this mountain here, the sect, 落星刃山. So the mountain of the fallen star blade. That's the best translation I got. And we're probably going to join their sect using our invitation. There's usually a sect mock combat where you fight other cultivators who want to join the sect, and you basically compete for a spot. You got to get top 4, I believe, to get into the sect, and then every few months there's a competition to ascend another tier in the sect from Vaimen to Naimen, so basically become higher tier students inside and so forth, and we'll go experience that next time, and also take care of these three-footed or three-legged ravens because they're burning up the place. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you all next time. Bye!